He's been one of the NFL's best ball hawks this season with 9 interceptions. It's the Chargers and the Falcons, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They're halfway home, looking good, at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Past the 20. Touchdown! Falcons. Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. Touchdown. DK Metcalf, 82 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wonder just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll leave back to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 24, Tua going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The throw over the middle taken in.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Tua. Touchdown, Chargers. DK Metcalf with a second touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season. But they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I know I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew. So plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Once again, he finds Slayton. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first down. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Tua.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Cam Akers with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Justin Jefferson
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Falcons have cut it back within a score.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1.
Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Darius Slayton and the rest of this offense about to begin their next drive.
That's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Travis Kelce. with career touchdown number 70. And the Falcons are able to move back in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? That he's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And you know what they all do? They all keep kind of a book, you know, on what the defenders do, what their moves are, their best things. And he wants to be able to refer to that book to beat one guy at a time.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Meanwhile, Tua's throw brought in by Watson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes.
And this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd down and goal. Tua. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. DK Metcalf on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense. He's getting big yardage.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. They'll throw now on the final play. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. So we've reached halftime in a wild.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
Now this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now, they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thing.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. That ball caught by Slayton.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Tua.
That's taken in by Watson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. On first down, Tagovailoa. And complete once again to Watson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on it.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Tua going to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. DK Metcalf from a yard out. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. But, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Agnew now to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break. Pass. Finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
Tua now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. 3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush push is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That completes it again to Metcalf. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. The quick slant caught.
And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Cam Akers
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw here is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed a push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They give up the middle to Akers.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Cam Akers, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. The extra point by Bass, up and After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
2nd and 6. It's Kelsey on the ground. 7 yards there and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now this throw caught left side. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. DK Metcalf. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. An extra point by Bass. Up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here. Game's final play. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for two. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Complete at the one. And they will not get the 2 points here, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways. And that will be the final snap of the ball game. So they tried to tack on